My name is Kate Dayan Azerudo. I am 23 years old from Pamantasan ng Lungsod ng Pasig, Bachelor in Elementary Education, major in Content course with certificate in preschool education. And today I'll be telling about the story for preschool. Okay, hi kids. So today we're going to tell about a story, or we're going to talk about the story about the crow and the pigeon. Do you know about the crow? Do you know what color is the crow and as well as the pigeon? So today we're going to find out the color, the difference between the pigeon and as well as to the crows. Okay, so I'll be going to read you a story. I want your ears and as well as your eyes on me, okay? And also, I don't want any mouths to be open. So in this part, we're going to listen carefully because later on, I'll be asking a few questions regarding the crow and as well as for the pigeon, okay? Once there was a crow that lived near a farmhouse. Do you know a farmhouse? So in a farm, we can see different kinds of animals. But in this part, you know what? The crow was very sad because it's not really inside the farmhouse. It's not living inside there. It's only just outside looking at the animals that it's currently eating. The owner of the farm had kept some pigeons and he fed them with grains regularly. So this is our crow. Our crow just lives outside the farmhouse, wherein he looks every day. He looks at the pigeons every day that the farmer always fed them. It always gives them grains, it always gives them rice. But for him, he was not giving anything. He was really hungry and he was really jealous of the pigeons. The crow looked at the pigeons and envied them every day. So the crow was really sad because you know what? The pigeons was eating every day with their food, the food that they want. But for the crow, he was not able to eat the food that he wants. He's really jealous of the pigeons. Deciding to share the feed, the crow painted his body like that of the pigeons and joined the pigeon as one of them. So since the crow was really envied, or he was really jealous of the pigeon, he pretended to be one of them. He painted himself to be a pigeon. He painted himself white with the color of the pigeons. So in that part, he was able to join the pigeons when the farmer was feeding them. Thus, he was able to enjoy the feed daily. The pigeon never suspected anything foul. Since it's the same, they have the same color, the pigeon never really thought about that it's kind of different that the crow, or there's a crow in our farm. So they don't really suspect anything regarding the crow itself. So they enjoyed the everyday daily, they enjoyed the everyday food that the farmer was been giving. But one day, after the feed, the crow could not control himself and started crying. He was actually sad because even though he's been giving a food, or even though the farmer is giving him food, he still feels sad because he's different from them. So he started crying, and you know what happened? Well, the tears fell down on his body, and the paint was dissolved. So not just everything, but some parts of the crow were shown up. So some black parts on the crow was seen by the pigeons. So they started having a conversation that this is kind of a different bird, it's kind of a different color. The pigeons came to know that he was not one of them. They pecked at his body mercilessly, and then it started bleeding. So it started bleeding, his body started bleeding because of the beak of the pigeons. The crow flew away to save his life and went straight to his own brethren, the crows. So he actually had eight brothers with him. This is his brothers actually. But his brothers will not accept him. You know why? Because he's still different from them. He painted his body to be one of the pigeons. He painted his body to become a different bird. That's why his brothers did not accept him. So what did he do? But because of his painted body, they refused to accept him. So he was forced to flee in order to save himself and become a homeless wanderer. So what happened to the crow? Because his brothers will not accept him, the farm and as well as the pigeons will not accept him as well. He flew away to the forest, living a lonely life alone. So, in real life, kids, we are actually one of the crows. And the people around us, our environment is the farm and as well as the pigeons. So, do you want to be do you want to be a crow itself? Do you want to be pretend? Do you want to pretend a different person? Of course, we wouldn't want that, right? So, what we'll do is we make sure that every day is our own self. We make sure to, number one, love ourselves. Number one thing to do is always love and accept yourself. Whoever you are, even though you're different from other people or other things, that's alright. Everyone is made uniquely talented. Everyone is unique. That's why we have our own skills that is different from one another. So what we have to do is always love, accept ourselves. Thank you.